Shenandoah, I long to hear you away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. The power of music is something very real. It can change the way we think and act and feel and do and how we relate to others. And it really led me into the field of music therapy, and it solidified why I do this work. Oh, Shenandoah. We do not come in with a CD player or MP3 player. We really tailor the music for each patient. Music therapy is valuable in that it validates who we are as human beings. It helps us to share our experiences, our values, our purpose, our love, our experience here on earth. Music has dotted our life from birth. And so when we're at the end of life, we're looking at our whole life. And music brings us through that whole journey. To reach somebody, to reach their inner self, and to really validate who they are, we need to play their music. And as music therapists, that's what we're striving for, to play exactly what that patient needs to hear, the music that really comes from their heart. Arthur stays in his room most of the time, and so for me to come in every other week with music is a highlight for him. Arthur, didn't you have some connection with that song, like Virginia, or?
Well, I was down in Virginia for combat training.
Oh, that's what it was.
World War II.
Yeah.
In 1943, October 1943.
I don't know, Dad, you remember everything.
I know.
Well, yeah.
I've been working with Arthur for quite a while now, and I was referred to him because his faith is so strong, and he's not able to get to church, and he's not able to experience aspects of his faith like he used to. And so I come in and I play his favorite hymns.
She's taken an interest in what is interesting to him and what means something to him. And then we talk about it. It's not entertainment, it's personal.
The concept of music therapy is not healing, it's helping.
Was that someone you? I've had opportunities to learn new music for him, and one of those songs is It Is No Secret, which is really kind of a theme song for his life and his faith. Disheartened, for I bring hope to you. It is no secret what God can do.
It brings back such good memories, and it brings the memories of he and my mother together. And when we play the songs that he knew she loved, it's a soothing time. That's the best way to describe it.
It's a therapy for us, and it allows us to connect, but it also, gives us a reason.
What God can do.
At Allina Hospice, we talk about deeply personal care with uncommon finishing touches. The vast majority of our time is addressing alleviation of suffering in other aspects of people's lives. So their psychosocial, their emotional, their spiritual lives. So once we control that pain, which is the hallmark of hospice care, we can move on to address other issues that might be causing suffering for that patient and their family members. What I have seen through my career is that music can go where we can't go with medication, where we can't go with touch, and where we can't often go with our voices. We have some patients with cognitive disability, patients with end-stage dementia, perhaps end-stage Alzheimer's disease, And although they can't necessarily put 6 or 7 words into a meaningful sentence, when a music therapist sits with them and begins to play music from their childhood, they can sing every verse and every word of almost every song that is played.
One of the great things about music is that it can transcend barriers that for communication and expression that might arise when there's some sort of structural change to the brain. Pain is a lot more than something we can take a pill for to be able to fully treat. Pain is an emotional experience as well. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. We do a lot of work to try to bring in all aspects of this person's life, their family members, their caregivers maybe at the facilities, and benefit everyone and help to really ease that tension and that day-to-day slog of caregiving that isn't really that magical. But we can insert a little magic and joy into that day. And it's wonderful to see people whose, their body tension is more stiff and you can see it just melting away. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home.
We would be doing a disservice to hospice patients if we only cared about medications or wound dressings. We are really there to serve the patient and the family, not just the patient's body, but their soul, their spirit. We are working on the more holistic, integrated parts of the human. And so as a team, we work on all of those things. And without music therapy, we would really be missing that heart piece.
That's it.
With our music therapy program at Allina Hospice, we strive to have music therapists on every single one of our hospice teams. Today, we employ 8.5 full-time equivalent music therapists for the roughly 750 to 800 patients we have. So arguably, we're understaffed. Today, we have 1 music therapist for every 120 patients.
We're staffed to serve 40% of our census. And really, we would like to be able to offer every single hospice patient integrative therapies and music therapy when they come into our program. Sometimes in hospice, there's not enough time, and to have to wait for these services would be a detriment.
Music therapy is not paid for by insurance companies. It's not paid for under the Medicare hospice benefit. Most hospice organizations either rely on philanthropy or they try and figure out a way to pay for the service out of their Medicare reimbursement.
And that's why we need a little help to be able to say yes to every single person who asks for music therapy. Why not end with beauty and love and expression and comfort? And music can provide all of those things.